Ah, you came. Thanks to your efforts, I've received a fine piece of Satsuma pottery. It should fetch a high price overseas. At any rate, I was hoping to exhibit an ukiyo-e print and its woodblock at the upcoming international exhibition. As it happens, I found a collector who owns a masterpiece of the genre. After some negotiating, he agreed to lend it to me, if I did a certain job for him. Can I count on your help? The collector is a very wealthy man, so I'm sure we'll be duly rewarded. That's the spirit. Besides, the collector is presently right here in Edo. Let me take you to him. Shall we be on our way? Ukiyo-e can be cheaply manufactured. You just need the original woodblock. That's why it's popular among the masses. The piece we're borrowing is by a famous artist named Hokusai Katsushika. The owner is a great admirer of his works. We've arrived.
I wondered who it might be, but I wasn't expecting you. So, you're not entirely an enemy of the state, I see. Before you ask, I haven't seen your samurai friend. I don't know anything more, so let's not waste our time.
Grumpy old man.
So, you're not entirely immune to a bit of avarice. A relief, I must say.
Oh, you know each other? Excellent. Then let us get straight to business. We will take on that job you mentioned if you'll kindly lend me the woodblock.
Ah, yes. It is my hope that it makes waves at the International Exposition. Unfortunately, there's talk that someone is trying to steal it. I will not stand idly by and wait for these ruthless scoundrels to take my property. And that's where you come in.
To root out some thieves? I agree. We mustn't leave such men to their own devices. In fact, I'd be more than happy to oblige.
By all means. I'd never work for free and likewise expect the same of you.
In any case, the first thing we need to do is lure the rats into the open, then nab them. Naturally, we mustn't let any harm come to the Consul General. Therefore, as soon as the thieves show up, we should whisk Mr. Harris to safety. Well then, let us get ourselves ready. That's a hokusai for you. Even the woodblock is magnificent. I can already imagine exhibition goers marveling at the exhibit.
With this, my acclaim shall flourish. You've done exceptionally. Please, leave the rest to me.
This way.
Oh, they're here! The thieves!
Quickly, to the consul!
It's a trap!
finish it.
It sounds like they have accomplices. We need to get to the console at once.
I couldn't stop them. They've taken the woodblock.
I'll tend to the console. You go after the thieves.
Lost sight of the target. Man, I didn't even have a chance.
I couldn't stop them. They've taken the woodblock.
I'll tend to the console. You go after the thieves.
I mean, you didn't even know what was coming up next. They didn't even give you a chance.
I'm not giving this up!
My guy doesn't even want to run. Come on. He's losing too much juice.
All right, you lot! Fan out and deal with them!
Sorry for the wait. Come, let's take care of these.
I got worn out.
Just one measly woodblock. Surely that bitch is born spirit.
When you say things like that, you're even less inclined to give it up.
I had to come see for myself. Splendid work, the both of you.
All right, you're coming with me to the commissioner's office. But first, tell me one thing. Why were you so anxious to get your hands on this woodblock?
Hokusai's bold compositions are said to capture the true essence of the ukiyo-e art form. Surely, there are collectors who'd pay anything to own one.
I can see that you are not some simple outlaw. Tell me, have you ever worked as a merchant before?
I have. It was my former occupation, but I've since fallen on hard times, as you no doubt can see. Now, I have neither status nor money. Therefore, it was my intention to steal the print and gain a second lease on life.
I can understand the desire to covet that which all the world deems a masterpiece. But I'm afraid that thievery will get you nowhere. Now that Japan has opened its doors to the world, we can expect there to be many changes in the way we do business here. International trade will serve as an opportunity to greatly enrich our nation. But to make the best of it, we'll need the support of merchants like yourself. As a vassal of the shogunate, I vow to remake Japanese commerce for a new age. And I hope you'll contribute too. By honest means, of course.
I'll consider it. But you better not be paying me mere lip service.
That's the end of that business, I suppose. Here, a bit more than I promised. May it help you find your samurai friend.
Okay, with that being done, now what's this one? Oh, he's got a new job. All right, let's go to the princess. See what she has.
Over here. Oh, it's you. I understand you work for Katsu now. That being the case, there's a duty I would have you perform. I was the wife of the previous shogun, you know. There's no hiding such things from me. But I speak in jest. Katsu serves the shogunate. It stands to reason I have dealings with them. The duty in question is the protection of the shogunate vassals. Following the purge, resentment towards the shogunate has continued to grow. And of late, I've been feeling uneasy. Without definite proof of a threat, however, I can't set people to work. Thus, I would turn to you for help. If you have any other questions, I'd be glad to answer them. I have. Aside from your good self, I've recruited a number of capable individuals. Lord Yi was surrounded by no few bodyguards, yet he was still slain. We cannot be too cautious. So, will you do it? Will you protect our retainers? Wonderful. I can see why Katsu places his trust in you. If something were to happen, it would be after everyone has left the castle. You may stand by in the area till then. It appears I was right to feel uneasy. Katsu's escort has not returned. Indeed. I'm depending on you. We can't afford to lose Katsu. Not now, of all times. I will come with you. No. But I wish to see what is happening for myself. I shall gladly bear the admonishment afterwards. I have made my decision. Let's be on our way. But my dress is not suited for the rains. I'm afraid you'll have to give me a lift. Let's go.
How far is this? I can't even zoom out on this thing.
The last time I rode like this, I must have been with my stepfather. Katsu was assaulted at the fireworks display on the Sumida River. He ought to have been more careful. He is a true patriot, you know? We must protect such people at all costs.
We can't get off the horse.
I figured there'd be bandits along the way. Here, I'll step back and let you take care of them.
You've come to help. My thanks.
Those shogunate cowards are massing together to take a stand.
Find me. Help Katsu!
You're here. How fortunate.
Cut down all those who side with the shogunate! No, not like this. I have to do this. For him!
I feared the worst for a moment there. Sorry for the hassle. You're from Satsuma, aren't you?
What if I am?
Well, well, this is quite the predicament. If she were to find out about this...
It seems the situation is under control. I'm glad both you and Takahashi are safe. As for the villain... What? Nakamura?
Princess, what are you doing here?
I should ask you that. With Lord E's death, Satsuma should have made peace with the shogunate. Yet, here you are making trouble.
With all due respect, I think that's a mistake. The shogunate should not have opened up Japan. It isn't fit to rule. Mr. Saigo would surely say the same.
Imbecile! The Saigo I knew would never think of doing something so foolish as attacking Katsu. I won't listen to any more of this nonsense. You'll be dealt with later. Now be gone from my sight! Regrettably, yes. He was one of Saigo's closest. That he, of all people, should do this. The disgrace!
Well, no harm was done, so let's not dwell on it. Far be it from me to say so, as the intended victim.
Of late, I had been feeling that something was amiss at the residence. In hindsight, that must have been the source of my unease. The blame for this incident lies with the Satsuma. We've caused a great deal of trouble, and for that, I apologize. Katsu is the rarest of men. One who possesses both ambition and talent. It wouldn't do to have him leave us in such a manner.
Please, you'll make me blush. So, as to what happens next. It'd cause complications with the Satsuma if we punished Nakamura. I believe it'd be best to simply pretend none of this happened.
As you say. My thanks, Katsu. I must thank you as well. Your service will not go unrewarded.
Let's go ahead and talk to Katsu. And I mean, he's already there, so we might as well just do it.
Ah, it's you. Hello. Thanks for your help, as ever. I'm sorry to ask, but can I trouble you with one more little request? Tatsugoro's in something of a bind, you see. There's a shogunate man causing trouble for him. Well, given my position, I can't exactly be seen to intervene. What we need is solid proof of his wrongdoing. Why don't you start by getting the full story from Tatsugoro? Thanks. I promise you'll be duly compensated for this. You'll find him at the lumberyard in Fukugawa.
Off to the lumberyard.
Oh, look who... Ah, His Lordship Katsu sent you, did he? I take it you're up to speed. The new man from the Shogunate is a real piece of work. He's conspired with the supplier to hike up the price of lumber. Now, all the carpenters in town are worried they won't be able to work. As a firefighter, I can't let this go unchecked. When the house burns down, my job isn't over till it's been rebuilt. If only I can smack some sense into those boys. But we can't be seen doing that. No. This job requires subtlety. And besides, all my strapping young men are in Katsu's care now. Of course, if you would lend us your skills, we could get this done in no time. I owe you one. And I'm sure Katsu's spoiling for a good dust-up himself about now. You know, way back when, he'd get into fights at the drop of a hat. His father had a nasty temper too. Suppose the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But his lordship has his title to worry about now. He can't just do as he pleases anymore. Anyway, our government man is supposedly conducting some furtive talks close by. Can you go right away? Thanks. I know you can handle yourself, but please be careful.
Catch him in the act. It's funny, I was trying to take him out, but I think I got a little too low there. So it didn't let me. Alright, let's get this guy. We can't get them. Oh, there was another one. This guy's up top. Oh, right there. I don't know how many enemies there are, but this spot right here feels like it's packed. These two are still over here. There's not, well, we could go up top. I don't know. We can get probably one. At least take one of them out. That guy's fishing. I don't think he's a threat. Oh, we got to get all the way up there. All right. Well, I guess I started that fight down here. I ended up way over there. Oh, what's up, big guy? What you got? All right. Block didn't work on him. You just killed your buddy. Why am I stuck right here? Got anything over here? Man. I was trying to block this other guy and this guy. Those things, man, those are instant kills. Can't really sneak up on them.
What are you doing here?
No one sees us and lives! Deal with it! Good.
Man.
Please, I'm sorry. I'm begging you. Spare my life. You're letting me go?
Run! Let's get out of here!
You're back, and Lord Katsu wasn't able to resist showing up. But it seems you didn't leave any work for him.
Nonsense. I knew our friend here would take care of everything. I can't be drawing my sword over every petty squabble now, can I? Thanks for taking care of this. So, did you find the evidence we were looking for? I knew I could rely on you. He won't be able to talk his way out with this evidence. I'll take it from here. What are you saying? He doesn't deserve to die for what he did. Besides, I have a few questions I want to ask him. I'm glad you didn't finish the job, so to speak. Have a little extra on me for a task well done.
Now the carpenters should be able to get back to work. Just you wait. They'll have those burnt down houses rebuilt in no time.
Ah, that's good to hear. I can't bear seeing my beloved hometown in this state. Right. It's time I got going. Don't worry, though. I have plenty more work for you.
Of course, he'll have plenty more work. He never doesn't have favors to ask. See what we have on this side. Yeah, we can go there. I think this is also where the inventor is. We can, all the foreign books you collect, you can dump them off to him. So when you get some books, you can kind of give them to him, and sometimes you have...
I was wondering when you'd next drop by. I'm glad to see you. Really? That would be great. Oh, it looks like you have quite the collection. Good work.
Yeah, so most of them, you give him the books, and then you meet the requirements. Once you unlock those, and you can do different things. You can get this one.
What would you like me to work on?
Getting close to that. But yeah, most of these upgrades, the glider was the biggest thing. I wanted to upgrade that. I did that as quick as I could. All right, let's go talk to this.
I have a hunch you will be back again.
At some
Am
point.
I right?
Go talk to him.
Do I know you? Don't tell me. The Rōnin from the military academy. I'm rather fond of photographic devices. In fact, I come here quite often. At any rate, I have been looking for a capable fighter like you. Moreover, someone without ties to the shogunate. You see, it seems that some of my retainers have become involved in shady dealings with a merchant.
It was I who disclosed the matter. The same thing happened in Yokohama, remember? I figured that there was something rotten in the state of Edo. At any rate, our friend here should be able to put your man in line.
Which is why I'd like to procure some irrefutable evidence. With this camera. Got it?
What a fine idea! Hey, you still have the camera I gave you?
I've picked up a few things on my own, and I'm particularly fond of this camera Igashichi built for me. I feel like it's entirely done away with the need for silver and wet plates. Indeed, nothing else compares.
You said it! Word is, they're experimenting with dry plates abroad. But even that would offer limited colors for exposure. Meanwhile, my camera is easy to use and produces great results. You see, I based the designs and ideas previously worked out by the first Igashichi, and... Oh! There I go again.
Well, will you help me procure the evidence I need? I'm afraid that calling on a servant would only complicate matters sorely. Good. We'll head out when the alleged deal is set to take place. The shogunate is big, and it's unwieldy. Even I cannot deal with corrupt officials as I please, and I'm the shogun. I hear the scoundrels have gone from merely taking bribes to selling arms to the highest bidder, whoever that may be. That's why we need to secure proof. But to be clear, this is not an assassination. This is where the transaction will take place. Let's slip in undetected.
Should be able to climb up here. There we go.
Who are you?
You hear that? I wonder what happened.
Don't kill me! Yeah!
Dear me. This is terrible. I can't ignore this. We must catch the killer.
Looks like I missed a few. I must be getting rusty. You see me. I can't let you live.
Man, these camera angles are just not good. Of course I hit that.
Everything about charging head on!
Man. He's able to counter spark.
Your Excellency! Are you hurt? You mustn't be so reckless!
Your Excellency, is it? Seems we've hooked ourselves a big fish.
How come you're here?
Master Katsu had us follow you at a distance. If only we had not lost sight of you.
Worry not. I'm much obliged. That Katsu. Always one step ahead. I suppose I owe you my thanks as well. I'm afraid I have no idea. All I know is that he single-handedly disposed of my retainers. Get some ninja to look into that old man, will you? I'd prefer to have seen those criminals tried, but I suppose the result would have been the same. Sorry to have troubled you.
All right, slowly knocking him down. Not done with that. That one's going to be... We got to strengthen our bond with her, so we can't do that one. Head down this way.
You had to meddle in our business? Now you're going to pay!
You, we're busy looking for someone. Can I trust you not to get in our way?
Word is a renowned martial arts master is training on this mountain. So we've come to hone our skills. I'd really like to get to Takasaki's level one day.
My word. Can you not go 2 minutes without mentioning that man's name?
You don't want to talk? You're constantly going, Kusaka this, Kusaka that.
Moving on. You hammered us good and proper at Ine's place. We're painfully aware of our need to grow if we're to achieve anything.
Hey, I just realized. The martial arts master we're after competed in the tournament at the military academy. Didn't you compete too? If you're already acquainted, would you ask him to let us train with him? Ah, thank you. Much obliged.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Over there. Is that him? He looks kind of young.
You there. You're not Jigoro Kano, are you?
Yes? Can I help you? Ah, I remember you from the military academy. Famed. I don't know if I'll go quite so far, though I suppose I've received a fair bit of attention since then.
And we're acquaintances too. I wonder, would you be so kind as to teach us to fight?
You want me to teach you? Very well. After all, you did go out of your way to find me. I suppose we could run through a few training exercises.
Wonderful. We're very much looking forward to it.
There's a place up ahead I often used to train. Let's go over there now. This is where I practice my hill sprints, where I run full steam from the base all the way to the top. By using often neglected muscle groups, I strengthen not only my legs, but my entire body. Naturally, it also helps to build stamina.
I don't know. This sounds rather basic.
Yeah, let's make it interesting. What if we race to see who can reach the top first? All right, time to finally show you who's boss.
Master Kano, give us the signal.
Very well. But remember, this is training. Ready? Go!
I've got this!
Wasn't expecting a race.
I can perfectly hold my own here.
You! Stand back, Hito!
If anyone should stand back, it's you, Yamagata.
You Joshu boys are in fine shape. You'll excel in the fighting arts, I'm sure.
That was a piece of cake.
All right then, let's move on to the next exercise. This is where I like to practice sparring. I want you to face off one-on-one with another as if you were engaging in a real combat. What technique you choose is entirely up to you.
I see. Got any tips before we begin?
The success of your training depends on you and your partner. That is, you must approach your fight with a willingness to help each other succeed.
Got it. Master Kano, it'd be my honor to train with someone of your caliber. I expect you'd be able to wipe the floor with me, would you not?
Yes. Well, I'm afraid you're not quite at my level. But perhaps the three of you could try and take me on together.
What? The nerve of this guy! We'll make you eat those words! Come on, Ito! Let's get him!
The three of us can take him down.
Please come at me however you'd like.
You're fooling yourself if you think you're the best of the three of us!
Don't come crying afterwards.
Saw that!
Ah, I didn't want to do that. Sometimes.
Perhaps 1 against 3 was a bit ambitious.
Yeah, you think?
I can't believe how much one man made us struggle.
I underestimated him. I suppose that's what you get from a famous martial artist.
If we keep training like that, do you think we could get that strong?
I suppose. Shall we get back to it then?
I should thank you too. I appreciate you vouching for us. You're fairly generous yourself, the way I see it.
We're going to get stronger. Just you wait. Strong enough to pay back what we owe you one day.